Hey guys, it's your girl Curly Jamaican here with yet another video for you. And oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I said that I would get on here at 11. Let me tell you, I was just turning in to go to my bed when I was like, wait a minute, I was supposed to have a live tonight. And I set up the live. I scheduled the live for 11 o'clock and everything. And I completely forgot about it. Guys, I predicted that I would. I am so sorry. I am so sorry I forgot. Okay, so I've decided to come on here anyway. Now, the live that I scheduled, it wouldn't have worked anyway. So I guess I can't really schedule it. I have to download some type of streaming application or streaming software before I can actually schedule my lives. Apparently, because it didn't allow me when I tried to go live using that particular scheduled live. It didn't work, so it wouldn't have worked anyway. But I did say that I was going to come on here at 11, and I didn't. So I feel so bad about that. Um, it's like what? It's 1 o'clock. I highly doubt. I highly doubt I'll get anybody on here at this time. Oh, but I will. We will try again for next week. We will try to we'll try to do the 11 o'clock again next week Friday. But it's really because I'm so not used to it. And you know what's funny? Like I've said, I'm in school for paralegal studies, and I I have a class every Tuesday at 6. My only job is to remember that I have a class every Tuesday at 6, right? And I forget that I have a class every Tuesday at 6. So it's like I miss one week and then I go the next and I miss because it's just that 1 hour class and it just slips my mind. But we're going to try to make this a regular thing. And even if I come on here and no one is on here, I'm still going to have a conversation until we can round up enough people to create the online community that I am hoping to create. That is my goal. Um, Rory, if you came on here at 11 and didn't see me, I am so sorry. I'm so, so sorry. Okay, so originally the topic that I wanted to talk about was um, about the percentage of women that get OTH discharge versus the percentage of men that get OTH discharge in the military. Well, I could not find any statistics. I could not find any statistics about that. As a matter of fact, I couldn't really find much statistics on women getting discharged from the military with OTH, with an OTH status. Period. Like I could not find any statistics on that. What popped up was information about women being discharged for being pregnant, um, which was interesting, but it made me think. It made me wonder. How are women in the military handling receiving an OTH discharge, and how are they surviving afterwards? Now, I'm not trying to make this like a gender thing, but I am honestly curious. I have never had a woman comment in my comment section. I don't think anyway. I may have to recheck, but I don't recall having a woman stating that they actually got an OTH discharge and explaining how this affected them mentally, like I do with men. It's a regular thing with men, but I don't hear the women complaining. Well, I don't hear the women complaining is a very bad word. I'm not. Please forgive that. But I don't hear the women talking about it. Right? I don't hear women talking about um, how they're surviving with the OTH discharge. And I want to hear from the women. So if any woman, I'm sorry, guys, I'm telling you, I was about to go to sleep. Okay, so I'm like, I'm mumbling. My thoughts are all over the place. So forgive me. If my thoughts aren't so coherent. But I want to hear from the women with OTH discharge about how it's affecting you guys mentally, How are you surviving? Do you find it difficult to get jobs? Things like that. I want to know. So it would be nice for you guys to leave a comment in the comment section about how having an OTH discharge is affecting you. Um, that being said, and this is supposed to be me talking about anything regarding OTH, right? Because I'm really just waiting on here to see if anyone will pop up. I hope somebody will. I'm gonna be on here for half an hour because I'm already late. I missed the opportunity at 11, but because I wanted to just still stick to my promise, I'm doing this. But I did come across an article that is related to something that I've been discussing a little bit consistently since of late. And that's how the OTH discharge, how it impacts the mental health of veterans, and how discharges in general, well, it's just mainly two, but general discharge, OTH discharge, and even dishonorable discharge, how it impacts the mental health of veterans. And I came across this article, and I want to read it. Um, this portion, oh, by the way, this article is on www.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. So it's a government website. According to the abstract, although 85% of military service members are discharged honorably, veterans who engage in misconduct during military service may receive other types of administrative or punitive discharges. The discharge type not only affects eligibility for benefits, but is associated with negative downstream consequences: homelessness, criminal justice involvement. However, limited empirical research has examined the mental health and substance use related needs of veterans who were not honorably discharged, and the few that have only focused on veterans who received punitive discharges. This study addressed gaps in the research literature on discharge status by examining differences in mental health, substance use, and attitudes towards psychological treatment among veterans who received honorable, general, under honorable conditions, and other than honorable discharges. Well, they have not addressed the dishonorable, but like I said, that particular one is kind of like in a category of its own, to be honest with you. Young adult veterans, N equals 734, were recruited online and completed a battery of self report measures. Results indicated that veterans who received general and OTH discharges endorsed significantly greater rates of mental health conditions and substance misuse. They also reported more negative perceptions of mental health care because these veterans may also experience more barriers to accessing mental health services. It is critical to consider ways to connect these veterans with needed services. So this pretty much verifies what we've been saying, that the OTH discharge does compound mental health issues. And so, sort of like a side effect of that is that, you know the veterans, they don't even have like a positive outlook on getting or accessing mental health treatment, mental health care, because of the challenges that they're facing when they get it. And I talked to Rory on Thursday, and he was saying that, if you have a job, you have to pay for certain services, regarding counseling and things like that. And if you don't have a job, you probably still need insurance. And the thing is, you're letting go veterans who are with an OTH discharge, who are likely having difficulties paying their bills, and they probably don't have high paying jobs. So of course they're going to prioritize mental health care the least. It's going to be the least on the list. So this is something that, and then of course you also heard the article saying that much research haven't even been done. Much research haven't been even been done on this topic. You know, because the last thing that um, we want is empirical evidence proving that the issue the military is actually, when they discharge veterans with an OTH discharge, they are actually exacerbating the problem. Now, people are going to come on here and say, well, what do we really expect the VA to do and the military to do and the government overall to do about that? You're pretty much asking us to care that service members, they engaged in misconduct, they warranted the OTH discharge, and because they get it now, they're having mental breakdowns, and then now we're supposed to be concerned about that. Well, yes, we're supposed to be concerned about that, because when you actually investigate to find out some of the reasons why some of these veterans receive the OTH discharge, then it's kind of really concerning. There's a lot of bureaucracy and just a lot of political things behind the scenes. So, taking that into consideration, yes, we need to be concerned about the mental health of veterans, not only when they experience and go through traumatic experiences, when they are deployed, but there needs to be a concern. We need to check on them to figure out how they're doing once they receive an OTH discharge. We absolutely need to do that. Or what you're going to have is a lot of veterans um, engaging in self-destructive practices, namely suicide, um, without an explanation or without a documented explanation behind it. Because it's not going to go down that, okay, they are in this mental state because of an OTH discharge, right? That is something that, in a way, I don't think the military even wants to even go there, right? Because then it's like, now they have to kind of reconsider what they're doing regarding the OTH discharge. But I do believe that they have to go there. They definitely have to go there. On a side note, have you guys ever found clothes in your house that you've never seen before? This is just to be funny, but have you ever found clothes in your house that you've never seen before? You don't know where it come from, and it's like a perfect fit. Well, look, I found a Jordan hoodie in my house, and it's not mine, but now it's mine because it's Jordan, and it's like a perfect fit. So I'm like, I'm wearing this. I don't know where it came from, but now it's mine. Anyway, so yeah, so I thought that was like a really good article. I'm going to leave. Actually, let me just go ahead and put the link in the description so you guys can read it, because it's not. It's a long article actually. I feel so bad. I feel so horrible that I missed the live. I really do. I really do. It's already hard enough that I can't even get folks to come on here when I do have these random lives. It's hard enough, but to schedule it, and I don't know how many people saw it, and I don't know how many people even you know mark their calendars to attend, and then I miss it. I feel so horrible, guys. So I apologize about that, and I promise next week I am going to do better. I am definitely going to do better. Let me see. Mm, this is a pretty long article, guys. So I would just let y'all know. I would just recommend that you guys read it yourselves. But in addition, over the past several years, the implications of discharge status have increasingly entered the public discourse. Ooh, yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. We want to give voice to this issue with the other than the issues that proceed from getting an other than honorable. We want to give voice to it. You know, in part, this is because the proportion of current veterans receiving OTH discharges is substantially larger than previous conflicts. According to a report by the Veterans Legal Clinic 2016, only 1% of the World War II era veterans received OTH discharges. Guys, that's crazy. During the Vietnam War era, this proportion has increased to 2.5%. However, among veterans of Operation Enduring Freedom, by the way, I stopped there because my friend, he was a part of that. So it kind of he was a part of Operation Iraqi Freedom, and that kind of just made me zone out. But yes, however, among veterans of Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Iraqi Freedom, and Operation New Dawn, OEF, OIF, OND, the proportion of OTH discharges has increased to 5.8%. And then you wonder if this is on purpose. You can't help but to wonder if this is on purpose. You can't help but to wonder, which is what I mentioned in my last live. You can't help but to wonder if this is just a way of weeding out people. Couple things. You can't help but to wonder if this is a way of weeding out service members so that a portion of them do not get their benefits. But on top of that, has the military gotten stricter? These are some of the things that I want you guys to come on here and just shed light on, because we want to know. Do you guys think that the military has gotten worse in terms of sanctions and rules? Like I said in my previous video, I feel like the OTH is now being like abused and used as a broad category to just throw people under this category for any infraction, maybe like an infraction that could be, for example, like if you realize that the person is smoking, weed, why is it that the military doesn't try to investigate that before discharging the veteran? Why is it that they don't investigate to find out, okay, are you like a habitual weed smoker? Was this like a one-time thing? Stuff like that. Okay, I might be saying stuff that is already happening. If I am, let me know. I'm just, like I said, I'm just a civilian. I don't know the details of how things really go down in the military like that. But in my opinion, do you guys go through at least a probationary period if for like first time offense, second time offense, things like that? Do you go through that, or is it straight to once you actually violate whatever military policies, is it straight to the hearing and them just discharging you and they just start the process? Is that how it works? I mean, do they give you like do they try to rehabilitate you, or do they try to try to get you to right your wrongs first, at least as a first offense, things like that? Is there like a process, a redemption process, I should call it? Is there like a redemption process for service members when they do engage in misconduct? Or is it like dependent on who is the head of your platoon and stuff like that? Is it dependent on that? Because I think something like that would help, a process like that would help to minimize the number of service members that are receiving OTH discharges. Now, with a number like 5.8%, it sounds small. It sounds like a small number, but let's put that into an actual number, right? Let's put that into an actual number. Like I said, guys, I am going to just be on here for half an hour. I don't think anyone is going to come on here, and I feel so bad. Um, but I'm just giving you guys a chance. Now, if I get at least one person, I will stay an hour. But if I don't get anyone, I'm just going to jump off of here at the half hour mark. Hmm. There's some interesting information. Like I said, I might be hopscotching, but tonight is supposed to be, we can talk about anything randomly. But here's some interesting information. A second initiative focuses on the implementation of Public Law 115 to 141. With this implementation, VA notified former service members of the mental and behavioral health care they may now be eligible for, and sent out over 475,000 letters to inform former service members about this care. But why do you think, even with such a large number of letters being sent out, why do you think that um, service members or veterans are still reluctant to come in and receive this mental health care? Because it looks good to say that you sent out 475,000 letters, but by the time these veterans get to the VA and they're trying to get the health care, are they really getting the health care? Are they getting stonewalled? Or are they having to go through a lot of red tape to get to the health care? Are they being asked about insurance and stuff like that? So then they're like, you know what, forget it, because it's still a small number of people with OTH discharge that are seeking health care. And there are still a lot of people that are saying that they don't know about these benefits. So what's really happening? What's really happening? Why is it that we are not able to connect um, service veterans with an OTH discharge and mental health issues to the actual services? And even when they are connected to the services, what happens from there? Is it a difficult process? That is my curiosity. And speaking to Rory again on Thursday, he said he actually made it seem like it's really not an easy process. And like I said, I remember the going to the VA and being stonewalled. But my experience was many, many years ago. It should be better now. It should absolutely be better now. Um, let's see. Mm. I'm actually looking for that percentage number still. I saw something about 2000 or something to that effect. Hold on. And I'm on the blogs.va.gov website. I like to give credit to these websites because, you know, this is like resources, and these are resources that we all need. We need this information. I don't know. I wouldn't know much if I didn't research. And in order to get some research, this information has to be available for me. Let's see. I did see a number. I think they said 1,800. Okay, here we go. In 2018, 1,818 individuals with an OTH discharge received mental health treatment. That's just the number of people that receive mental health treatment. But how many people get an OTH discharge? There was a total of 2,580 former service members with an OTH discharge that received care in 2018 in VHA. Of these 1,818 received treatment in mental health services. Of the 2,580 service members with OTH discharge, 1,076 had mental health diagnosis. That's practically, it's a little less than half of that small number. And I still can't get the number of veterans that receive OTH discharges. I can't, statistically. Mm. According to the Department of Defense, of the 207,000 service members that were discharged in 2014, more than 18,000, 9%, were issued less than honorable paper. Oh, this is good. Now, this is on Wikipedia, guys. This is on Wikipedia. Oh, I lost it. I lost it. Okay, here we go. Other than honorable. All right, so I lost it. I don't see the statistics. Statistics. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, according to the Department of Defense, of 207,000 service members there were that were discharged in 2014. Now this was 2014. More than 18,000 were issued less than honorable paperwork. And if we were to like pay attention to the trend, everything just increases. It just gets more where the military is concerned, including 4,143, which is 2%, other than honorable discharges, 637 bad conduct discharges, and 157 dishonorable discharges. Between 2000 and 2014, 352,000 people in all were handed similar papers ranging from general discharge to bad conduct and dishonorable discharge. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. You're telling me that, I don't want to really say things that I can't verify. You know, I don't want to make conjectures. Conjectures. Well, I can't say the word properly. Guys, I'm so sleepy. I might not even, honestly, this video might not even make it it might not make it to my channel because I have blundered so much. And my voice sounds really deep because I'm actually really sleepy right now. But guys, 3 minutes left. I only saw one person come on here and they stayed for like a few seconds and left. So this is just to let you guys know that I am serious about this, and we're going to try again next week. Please be here Friday, 11 o'clock next week. Okay? I need you guys to be here. I don't want to be on the internet begging, but I really, really want to I want to actually create this online community. This is something that I definitely want to do. But guys, thank you so much for being patient with me. We're going to be better. We're going to do better. Okay. We're going to make it happen. I am very sure of it. All right, guys. So I'll figure out a topic for us to discuss next week. And another thing that I want to know, and this might be, some of these topics are so difficult because there are no statistics to back it up or to provide any information. But you know how some companies, they will announce we hire veterans, we hire people with felonies. Do we have companies, especially the companies or organizations that hire veterans, especially you guys, do you only hire veterans who have honorable discharges? And I actually would love to hear from, that's going to be next week's topic. I want to hear from companies why you would not hire a veteran with an OTH discharge. I want to hear from them. So I am going to, that's next week's topic for sure. And that's, we're going to come here, join together and discuss. But I come up with these topics because it's a starting point. But let me tell you guys, we're going to discuss everything. It's just, we just want to get it all out there. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I will see you next week, Friday, 11 o'clock. Have a wonderful day. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye.